It's Broken Bells, recent guests here at Enemy Radio. It's The High Road from the upcoming album from the duo who are, as I said before, James Mercer of The Shins and Brian Burton of Danger Mouse fame. And before that, you had the Big Pink Velvet, and we caught up with Robbie on the phone as well. On the way soon, I'll be getting At the End of the Day with Dan going. That basically where we get Dan, who's a producer here at Enemy Radio. We try and find out more about him, his life, what's going on. He's a unique individual. It's the best way of describing him, and it's nice to sort of know what he's been up to over the course of the day and what he's looking forward to this evening. If you have any questions for Dan this week, I'm trying to establish him as a I don't know, trying to give you an idea of what he's like on air. We know what his face looks like. We know how tall or short he is. We know what sort of build he has. We know he likes going to the gym. We know he doesn't eat many vegetables. We know his favourite ever book is Yes Man by Danny Wallace. Favourite ever book. We know he's a big fan of Shortlist magazine. So whatever questions you've got for Dan, send them through now. The studio address, is studio@enemyradio.co.uk on the emails, studio@enemyradio.co.uk. If you want to send us a tweet, it's @enemyradio. What do you really want to know about Dan? What intrigues you about the man? This is United Nations of Sound. Coldplay from their debut album Parachutes. You a big fan of Coldplay, Dan?
I'm nice and relaxed now.
Do you like them?
They're all right.
They're all right. And that marks the start of today's At the End of the Day with Dan. Lots of questions. People have been getting in touch with us here to find out more about you. We're trying to establish your on-air persona, trying to find out. You're in a lovely Ghostbusters t-shirt today.
Thank you.
Old school. So, your questions for Dan. This is At the End of the Day with Dan. Dan is the producer here at Enemy Radio, and I like to think that he's somebody we'd like to know more about on air, to be quite honest. As I mentioned, he's a unique individual. He has.
What do you mean by this unique individual?
You've got opinions that no one else has ever shared about things. You come out with things, sometimes outrageous things, sometimes things that you really shouldn't say in public.
Right.
Which I guess is always a risk putting you on air to say these things.
Exactly.
NME's station production is world class. I feel that Dan deserves a pay rise and some pizza pepperoni. This is the first question put in. Now I already know that it's from you, Dan.
That's a good. No, what are you on about?
I know it's from you because you spelt pepperoni wrong.
Right.
Okay, so we'll discount that one. Ellie in Norwich says, Dan, what was today's vegetable of the day?
Oh, what was today's vegetable of the day?
What did you
there
eat?
There was some really tiny chopped up peppers in the pasta I had today.
Nice.
Or tomatoes.
Were they okay?
You can't really tell. They were really small.
Okay. Emily in Glasgow says, I know I shouldn't say it as a Scot, but I love Dan's sort of high Essexy voice. Does he have a long-term girlfriend?
I have got a girlfriend. I could get myself in all sorts of trouble.
Long-term girlfriend, Dan?
Well, long-term for me, 2 months.
The Facebook status has been updated.
So yeah. You noticed that?
A big step.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, so the answer is yes, I'm afraid, Emily. A question for Dan. Does he have tattoos? And if not, would he like to get one? Where and what would it be?
Oh, that's a great question. I don't have any tattoos and I would love to get one before I'm 30, but I'm quite indecisive, even about picking something in a restaurant or looking for a DVD to take out. So something that's going to be stuck on me forever, going to take me a while to sort.
You don't know what you'd get? No.
Any ideas?
A Celtic band or a tribal tattoo or something?
I'm not Celtic-y though, am I? I'm just
Essex.
Yeah.
That was from Mihai, that question. Thank you very much. As a sound engineer student in Brighton says, Dan, what editing system do you use? And Des, that's a boring. I don't want to even go there with that.
We happen to use a Sony Vegas 4.0. It's quite an old school one, but and we use some Adobe Audition.
Sol says, who's your favourite radio DJ of all time?
Oh, it's got to be John Hillcock.
No.
I don't know if you've heard his new noise show, but wow. It's on Saturdays, isn't
Seriously, who's your favourite DJ of all time?
Of all time?
Radio DJ.
I liked that stuff Gervais and that did,
Okay.
Richard Bacon as well.
Richard Bacon. April Riggs says, what was Morrissey really like? What is Morrissey really like?
Well, actually, I remember he came in once and he had a big bottle of Grey Goose vodka. That was on his thing. If he wanted to he had an interview with one of our presenters, and that was his rider, basically, a bottle of Grey Goose vodka.
Huh.
And he had a really tiny amount and then left. Guess who got the Grey Goose vodka?
What a result. That's your abiding memory of Morrissey.
Yeah,
he was
legend. Very
legend.
clever, and I'm glad he didn't really talk to me because I don't think he'd have been too impressed.
Christian Surbiton. Dan, what's the worst or most embarrassing thing you've done while drunk?
Oh, too many. What or who?
I think we'll leave that there. Very witty, Dan. Very witty. Alan in Warwick. Dan, what was your opinion on the British occupation of Iraq and Afghanistan?
Should we move on? What am I supposed to say?
Well, you know, I just wanted your opinion.
I'm not able to say. I'm not really educated to the standard. I think
really
I need to be told to an intelligent opinion.
I think we'll leave it at that. You're not really educated.
No, just not to that level.
Dan, thanks. We'll maybe have more questions from the people tomorrow.
Yeah.
This is the Postmarks. No one said it would be easy.